The results were impeccable at Universal, so I said, well, how would we make this work in the hotel industry? How would this work? And Joff was actually embarking on his first call to a hotel, so I was the first hotel person he had been talking to. And long story short, we came up with an idea to test a program at the front desk of the Waldorf Astoria in New York City. Not the easiest test, right? You're immediately jumping into luxury, which has very strict, codes of conduct and guest experience standards. And then you have the fact that it's New York, which is a highly competitive marketplace in and of itself. Then you layer on unions and other aspects of complications. And that Waldorf was two towers, essentially, a residential tower that had some hospitality in it and a hotel tower. And so if you could succeed there, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. It really was that New York song. And we came up with a plan. We implemented it. Your team went in and basically took up residence at the front desk. And I had high expectations, hopeful expectations given what had happened at Universal. I don't think anybody was prepared for the impact. In the first, I want to say within a month, we had something like a 300% increase in front desk upsells or cross-sell to other products. It was an impact, immediate impact. But what was more impactful was the actual front desk staff, who were unionized and were somewhat jaded, were on board. They loved the program. It gave them an opportunity to earn more. They were actually pro FPG, as was the union group. They want their people to be more successful. It didn't add any more labor constraints or so forth. So we found a way, your team, the FPG team, found a way to thrive in that environment. And every month, the results improved and improved and improved. And it got to a point where after 3 months, the Hilton guys said, we're on to something here. Let's try it at some of our other big hotels. So we immediately rolled it into there are 8 big hotels at Hilton. They called them the Big 8. And if you didn't perform well in those hotels, it was very difficult to overcome it with the whole rest of the estate, right? You had to really knock it out of the park in those hotels to have a great year. We rolled it out again and again and again, and the story repeated to the point where it was immediately rolled out to the top 20 hotels. And then over the course of, we started this in 2013. By 2015, I think we were into 40 hotels and we were generating substantial revenue. I mean, in the tens of millions of dollars of incremental revenue, which is highly profitable, right? That last dollar of revenue coming into a hotel is highly marginally profitable. And there was no capital expense required. There was no additional investment required. FPG came in and took care of it all. You impart great learning and skill sets into the staff so they feel comfortable offering. And I think what was the most impactful is how FPG was able to do this. All they were doing is asking. They just teach people it's okay to ask. Strike up a conversation, understand what the guest is trying to achieve, try to help them have a better time.